Bonne nuit, mes amis! Welcome to this week's installment of the weekly Monday video experiments. As I said before, you keep asking the questions, I will keep answering them for you. Let's actually get straight down to business to defeat the Huns, because they sent me daughters instead of sons. That's my Disney quote of the night. There you go. That's what you get. We're actually going to start with Emma tonight, who is an ounce of loyalty. I've talked about her multiple times. I don't know why you're not following her if you're not, and if you are, good job, because you need to. She says, dang it, and then there's some flaily typing. What is one piece of advice you would give to your past self? Finish college. That would have changed the course of my life drastically, though, so I'm really not sure about that. I guess if I could say anything, post-birth of my child, go back to college and finish up your anthro degree. Because you need to finish your fucking anthro degree. Because at least that way, if you're getting paid next to nothing, you'll be happy getting paid next to nothing. Yeah, so, any hoodle. No, wait, I think I already asked that. No, you haven't. No, what if you woke up tomorrow and found out the last 20 years of your life had been a dream? So if I woke up and I was 6 years old tomorrow, this is a really, because tomorrow's my birthday, so if I woke up and I was 6 years old and again and the last 20 years of my life had been a dream, it depends how good my recall was. If I just, had some, vague memory of, oh, I woke up and, oh, there were, years and I don't really know what to do with all this time, or, just, vague recollections, I am not sure what I would do. But if I was 6, I was extremely, extremely into the occult when I was very, very young, which should tell you something about my personality. So more likely than not, I would have written it all down in my journal. I never called it a diary. It wasn't a diary. It was a journal. And written down everything that I could remember and taken steps to change what I feel needs to be changed. The next question actually comes from Camille. I've never tried to say your character's name out loud. I don't know what to tell you, Froggy. I'm sorry. She just changed her URL to something utterly unpronounceable. But she used to be Feathers and Fun. You all know who I'm talking about. She wants to know... Okay, question. You have kids, right? I think I remember you mentioning that you do, so what's the favorite memory you have of them? What is my favorite memory of Rosie? Just one. Singular noun, and that's how it'll stay. No more children. She can have a puppy. I mentioned to her that she's going to be an only child. She's cool with that. She wants a puppy and now a corn snake. I don't think she wants a corn snake. What is my favorite memory of her? That's a really good question. It's kind of a toss-up between a bunch of different stuff. Maybe the first time that I picked her up after preschool and she, bolted and ran to me and clung to me and was like, Mommy! It's kind of adorable. Or there was one morning where she was all sleepy and she got up out of bed and she's dragging her blanket behind her and her favorite stuffed animal. She has a stuffed shark named Sharky because she's not terribly creative with names. She also has a stuffed mouse named Miss Mousy. So, and she was dragging Sharky in her blanket and she comes over to my bed and she just stands there and stares at me for a second and she goes, "Can I snuggle with you?" And so she came and just snuggled up in bed with me with her blanket and got tucked under my blankets and just laid on my chest and went back to sleep. And so I was just like, okay, well the sun's not even up yet, so you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go back to sleep too. And we just napped for hours and she woke up in the best mood ever. It was great. These are my favorite type memories with her. Okay, Then we have Rather Like a Spokesperson asking how much coffee is too much coffee and how would Balthazar react to drinking 5-hour energy. Balthazar has tried 5-hour energy and he thinks it's bullshit. It doesn't work on either one of us, which should tell you something about our caffeine tolerance, which goes to answer your next question. How much coffee is too much coffee? At the point where you can no longer taste the pastry that you're attempting to eat with your coffee. So whatever point that is for you, that's too much coffee. For me, that's right around the last cup of the pot. And I make big pots of coffee. Like, I make 8-cup pots of coffee because I'm perpetually exhausted. It's actually funny because I'm drinking coffee right now, so I'm amused by that, actually. Yeah, I guess you can get to a point where there's too much coffee and you just kind of want to go brush your teeth and, like, get the taste out, but that doesn't come until I've sat and drank 8 cups of coffee in a row, which very, very rarely happens. And then next we do have Liram Vivaldi. Top 10 chapters, and then it's threads in parentheses. Top 10 threads. That's a really good question. I'm actually really, I've never really thought about that. I know the threads that I can get Balthazar to behave the best for, generally speaking, are threads that involve Impala, because he's desperate, stupid, in love with Impala. Any thread involving Kane or the Metatron or Crowley, which is actually rather like a spokesperson's humans, Azraphale and Crowley blog. That Crowley. Not like, he doesn't have his own significant Crowley right now. Silence Archangel's Michael. There's an arranged marriage alternate universe thread that's going on that just has my absolute undivided attention right now. Dean Bitch Winchester. Samandriel Angel of the Lord. Just that whole thread. It's just so perfect. Hunter and Dean and Balth, and just it's fucking cute. It's adorable. Samandriel Angel of the Lord has a revenge Magic Anon thread that we just like never dropped, and I resurrected the other day, and Laura replied, and right now I'm really fascinated by that thread. I don't know what's going on with it, and it makes me like slightly nervous. Anything involving Guy. Winter Davenport has a Hunter and Hunted AU where Balth is a human and a hunter, and Winter is the angel. So that one's definitely going to be extremely interesting, I'm sure. Obviously, Liram's thread is really fascinating to Balthazar, but there's so many more. Dimmick RP, they have a thread where borderline asexual Dimmick and Balth are like flatmates and slowly becoming, like, very, very slow burn here, becoming like to be in a somewhat romantic relationship. And at this point, they're capable of holding hands, and Dimmick has kissed him on the cheek, and Balthazar is just like fucking head over heels about that because he's like, holy shit, he's holding my hand. It's kind of cute. Another thread with Dimmick RP is actually a thread with Emmeline. Is it Emmeline? I know her name is M, but she prayed, and Balthazar got the prayer from Jude. Then ask intern Mayfield. Is it Mayfield? It might be a different, I don't know. I've been staring at that URL for a while, so I'm not really sure. It's Welcome to Night Vale LLC. Again, rather like a spokesperson who has a blog problem. Bless you, dear, for bringing all these characters to life, because seriously, I couldn't manage it. You're bitching for managing it. Night Vale OC, and we're kind of running with the idea in it that Balthazar wound up there after Cass killed him. What? That's gonna be bitchin', so I'm super excited for that. There's a date thread going on with Aspig Bro Lucifer. That one's really fucking cool. That's, like, definitely very, very interesting. Anything that involves I Run a Pet Shop, Balth immediately sits up and pays attention to, because, mainly because it's Papa, who has become Mama, and he just, I don't know. He's kind of adorable like that. He's just all over the place. So, yes, all my threads. I gave a really long answer there. Yes. Okay, so, and in my inbox we have a few here. Oh, excuse me, I burped. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I am burping up the steak that I had for dinner. It was really good steak. Oh my god. It was London broil and Mom grilled it. And oh, I got the piece with the fat and the gristle because, yes. Okay, Anonymous asked Monday, OTPs and what's your sexual orientation? Okay, so OTPs, actually, if you go back and watch not this week's video, but the week before, I waxed poetic for like 5 fucking minutes about OTPs. So I'm just going to give you like the highlights reel of my OTPs. We're going to go fandom by fandom, and I'm going to make this as quick as possible for everybody who's already heard it. For the Star Trek fandom, Kirk and Spock, Kirk and McCoy, McSpurk. That's an OT3, but I fucking ship it like burning. Also, Scotty and Uhura. Yes. For the Sherlock fandom, I ship the fuck out of John Locke and Mormor. It's amazing. Not Morlock. I don't ship that. No. John Locke and Mormor all the way. For the and odd kind of like randomly odd, unusual OTP that I ship that I have no fucking business shipping for Sherlock is Mycroft and Irene Adler. There are things wrong with me, but I ship it. Sherlock fandom. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. That's hard. Balthazar ships himself with everyone. Top, like, 5 ships. Crowlthazar, Crowley Balthazar, Calthazar, Castiel Balthazar, Dalthazar, Dean and Balthazar, Southazar, Sam and Balthazar, oddly, Benny and Balth ship it like fucking burning. I dare you to tell me that those 2 Scotch masters would not get along. I dare you. Is that it? Shit. Car Thief. That's Impala, the human Impala, and Balthazar. There's a lot of like OC ships, like Divine Siren, that's Lazarus Holmes, and Balthazar Lazarus is a siren, and Balth is, well, he's Balth. Sir Ralthazar, the Archangel Sir Raphael, and Balth. Gabriel, that's a big one. Balth and Gabe, ship it like fucking burning. Balth the Fur, Balth and Lucifer, that's amazing. Mikazar, Michael and Balthazar, very tiny, teeny tiny little ship. But Silent Star Archangel and I are going to fix that. And if anybody wants to doodle us some fan art, I would love you forever. Yes. Adam and Balth. Can you fucking imagine? Adam crawls his way out of hell and he's like a sassy little bastard, and Balth is just like, oh, honey, let me love you. It's okay. It's okay. It would be amazing. I can't. Oh, that one's really bitchin', and I haven't had a chance to do it yet, but it's really bitchin'. I ship Balth and Samifer. I feel like they would have, like, been terrible, awful, awesome together. I don't even know. I feel like I'm forgetting something, and it's huge. What the fuck am I forgetting? Because it's something big. Balth and Jim! Shit, that one's bitchin'. Balth and Jim, Balth and Winter. Just look at my threads and you'll see, like, my OTPs. And my sexual orientation is human. I really like pretty much just everybody. Gentlemen, ladies, gravitated more towards ladies lately. People without gender, people that identify fluidly with other genders as the day passes. You know, I mean, human. If you're intelligent and we can hold a good conversation and I consider you attractive, then that's my orientation. I'm kind of, I have friends who joke that I'm like Jack Harkness. I'm just like, kind of, yes. Moving on. Scotch the Demon Boy asked me, oh god, mun questions, heavy breathing, sweaty palms, wheezing. That's in action characters. Oh my fucking god. Scotch is adorable, so you need to go follow Scotch, because Scotch is pretty fantastic. Besides Celine Dion, who would Balthazar least like to be locked in a room with for eternity without the power to kill? Raphael. That's our answer. Like, Celine Dion does not even come into it, because if he couldn't kill her, he could still just shut her up. But if he was locked in a room with Raphael for eternity without being able to kill him, Balth would probably go in fucking sane or try to kill himself or something. Like, they have a past. Past with a capital P. Back to the OTP question for 2 seconds. I shipped the fuck out of Crowley and Azrael from Good Omens. I just started reading that, and how do you not ship those two? Except it's like the random, like, we're a couple, but we don't realize that we're a couple kind of ship, where they're like an old fucking married couple. It's goddamn beautiful. Somebody's Skyping me. I swear to God, sis, if this is you. Swear to God. No, it's not. Skype is just randomly giving me random notifications. Usually it's my spirit sister Christina who's Skyping me during these. So if you hear Skype sounds and your Skype is not lighting up, that's my sister being a goober. Motor Oil and Alcohol, which is her Impala blog, which is who I ship the fuck out of Balth with. Favorite kind of cake. Thoughts on the book Good Omens so far? Yeah, that's a good question. Peach tart or peach cobbler, favorite style of cuisine, example, Italian, fusion, Mexican, etc. Also, happy birthday, you amazing brat. Thank you. It's been a really, like, weird day. Like, people at work made a fuss, and I'm just like, thank you. Nobody's made such a fuss about my birthday as, like, you guys and my coworkers in about a decade. So, I'm not sure what to do with all this, but I really, from the bottom of my heart, guys, like, thank you so much. It's incredible that there's so many people wishing me a happy birthday, and just, y'all seem genuinely happy that I've survived another year. I mean, I'm happy too, to get me wrong. It's what? Let's start with the easiest question. Favorite kind of cake? Black forest cake, German chocolate cake, devil's food cake. You're seeing a pattern here. I like chocolate. Conversely, I also like a really good starlight cake or a lemon chiffon. The lemon chiffon is a bitch and a half to bake, so I won't bake lemon chiffon. I prefer to make a starlight cake. Thoughts on the book Good Omens so far? It's fucking fantastic, and I don't know how I've survived so long without this in my life. I mean, this is a top-notch, really great book. It's amazing, and I'm like stupidly in love with it, and I just, what? I love it. It's fantastic. Peach tart or peach cobbler? Peach cobbler, obviously. Obviously. It's got to be in a cobbler. For tarts, you can only do, like, pears and apples and, like, slightly harder fruit. But if you put peach in a tart, it's going to be, like, peach flambé. And that's just, well, it's not, because it's not going to have liqueur in it. Don't make a peach tart. Make a peach cobbler. It's important. Peach cobbler is important. Bones knows what I'm talking about. Anyways, favorite style of cuisine. That's really hard. I don't know. Probably French food. Let's be serious here. My muse has, like, a hard-on for French cuisine, and so I wind up making stuff like leek soup and ratatouille and just random French food. Yes. Okay, and then, let me see, I do have a couple more questions here. A bunch more questions here. Actually, from Strawberry Syrup Tuesdays. We are doing last because she has the most questions. Alright. Top 5 favorite places to cuddle. 5? Wow, that's ambitious. At the movie theater. I mean, seriously, like, just cuddle. You're not getting head at the movie theater, because that's just not okay. Like, we paid to watch this movie. We're gonna watch this movie. We're gonna put the arm up on the chair in between us. I'm gonna snuggle into your side, and we're gonna watch the damn movie together. on the couch, in bed, in the shower is actually really good for cuddles. Like if you're just like a brief cuddle in the shower, like somebody wraps their arms around you from behind and you just kind of like lean back and they like lean forward and put their head on your shoulder. That's really great. That's 4. Damn it. 5. Actually, I really like cuddling like outside in front of a fireplace. That's really awesome. Favorite flavors in the kitchen? Cinnamon. Oh, I love cinnamon and nutmeg and pumpkin spice and allspice. I love garlic and paprika. Smoked paprika. If you've never had it, ooh, yes. I like spicy things and I like sweet things. I do not like bitter things except for Earl Grey and coffee. Favorite place to be kissed / massaged? Anywhere, actually. If my significant other is touching me, then I'm actually really happy. But definitely shoulders and neck is always very nice. Back rubs are always more than fucking welcome. Because I carry so much tension in my back and shoulders, like it's not even funny. I went into the chiropractors the other day and they were like, whoa, you need to find a masseuse. And I was like, whoa, $60 for an hour, that's not happening. You know what I can do with $60? I'm a single mom, please. Please. It's like a week's worth of groceries, honey, now. Favorite flavor of gum? Peppermint. Not spearmint. Peppermint. Or sweet mint. Trident makes a sweet mint that's kind of like an after dinner mint type flavor. That's really good. I'm really fond of that, but sometimes it can get a little bit too sweet, so I have to go with peppermint. Butch or feminine female partners? It depends on my partner, actually. Being the subbiest sub that ever subbed, I'm really kind of tend to be drawn a little bit more towards butch females, but there are some feminine ladies that just, I mean, wow. Clap it out. Yep. Wow. Well done. No, little of both. Someone who's in touch with both sides of their personality would be fantastic. Thoughts on e-readers? I don't trust them. I feel like that we're not going to have any books in the future because everybody's like, I've got a Kindle. And I'm like, why? But you open the book and it smells like book, and then you turn the pages. Like, and there's that second where you're like reading a sentence and you like can't get the page and you have that miniature panic attack. You're like, I don't know what's happening to my favorite character. I have to keep reading. I'm so worried right now. Yes. Kindle just isn't like it. It's not the same sensation. I like books. Arms or legs? For what? For dinner? Drumsticks off a chicken. Cool it, Hannibal. She has a Hannibal blog. Nothing's vegetarian or something like that. I think it's Nothing's vegetarian. Nothing's vegetarian? I don't know. Arms or legs? On a person? Significant other? Arms on a guy, legs on a girl. Or if she's kind of butch and she's got like really good shoulders and like just like the nicely defined muscles on her arms. Hello. Yes, ma'am. That is lovely. Bum or boobs? I like breasts, personally, myself. I've never been much of an ass person. I just, tits do it for me. I don't know what to tell you. Your questions. Favorite sex toy? I have a vibrator that I'm extremely fond of, and it's just like a standard high, medium, low, Doc Johnson, just your standard vibrator. I mean, it is hot fucking neon pink, but it's basically the next gen of my original silver one that died after 4 or 5 years, which made me sad. Blindfolds, yes, no. Yes, as long as there's nothing sharp or painful involved. And like if I have a guarantee that there's not going to be anything that hurts and it's just going to be like nice, then blindfolds, yes. If I don't have that guarantee, then I will have a panic attack. Favorite date activity? Museums and lunch at a cafe involving coffee. That would be an ideal date for me. Or theater, like actual live theater. Oh, that'd be still my beating heart. Or now it really is my sister. What do you want, Sarah? Have some porn while you film things. What are you? No, stop. I'm ignoring you. Go back to Strawberry's questions. God, Lord. Terrible. This is my family. Welcome to my life. So museum with like cappuccino and lunch afterwards, or a walk in a park, or theater. I would, oh god, if somebody took me to the theater or the ballet or the opera, I would fucking melt, because I love theater, especially if it was Shakespeare. So I was president of my high school Shakespeare club. Oh yeah, I am that kind of girl. I can write an iambic pentameter. Love iambic pentameter. It's beautiful. Thoughts on tattoos? Love them. I want one. I just can't decide which one I'm going to get first, and that's the toughest part. And which one and where, specifically. Favorite insect? Toss up between a dragonfly and a ladybug, because they're both really bitchin'. Oh, butterflies. Did you know that butterflies drink blood? Hard fucking core. Okay, favorite sexual position? I'm of two minds here. I know there's the one that's guaranteed to get me off no matter what, and it's quick, and then there's the one that feels the best, emotionally and psychologically and just everything. Either on top, cowgirl style, or on bottom. Not necessarily doggy style, but like ass propped up a little bit. You know what I'm talking about. You all know what I'm talking about. Wow, this is like definitely into like X-rated territory. I apologize for those of you that are under the age of 18. Actually, I would say I'm sorry, but I'm fucking not. Like, you should know by now. Muse of Balthazar, Mun of Balthazar, whatever. It's all porn and angst here. Porn and angst. Favorite cuddling position? I really like to be the little spoon. It makes me happy, but I also like to be the big spoon sometimes. It just depends on how I'm feeling that day and how my significant other is feeling. If my partner is feeling like they need the cuddles, then I am totally more than happy to be the big spoon, and I will just wrap around you and we're good. If my partner is like ambivalent about it, I will go for little spoon. Prefer to be little spoon. Favorite type of weather? Inclement weather. Oh god, rain, snow, bad weather, nasty, like just clouds in the sky, thunderstorms. Yes. Bring it on. Candlelight or incense? Why can't I have both? Both. Both is good. Yep. If I have to pick one, it's going to be a candle. Favorite type of shoe? Probably ballet flats these days. Like, I'm excessively fond of my ballet flats because I can toss them on and pretend like I put an effort forth into the world today, and like, oh, I'm dressed up. Probably because I have now ballet flats with like a big sparkly bauble on the toe, so everybody's like, oh, those are really cute, and I'm like, bitch, I got these on sale. Like I'd pay full price for clothing. Honey, please. Ballet flats, Converses, or I actually have a really good pair of almost like gladiator sandals that are amazingly fucking comfortable. Flip-flops are only for when I'm going to get a pedicure. Can't do it. Can't do it. Drives me nuts. Especially living in California, there's just something about like people put on flip-flops all the fucking time and they consider it just like an acceptable form of shoe, and I'm just like, I have issues. I feel like you should all know this by now. Favorite outdoor activity? People watching. Seriously, I like to sit at a cafe and have my fucking espresso because God knows I can't live without caffeine. And just kind of like people watch. It's outdoors, right? Picnics. Sunbathing. There used to be a time when I wasn't so sedentary, but I also wasn't exhausted all the time back when I wasn't so sedentary. So, I mean, there's that. I work ridiculous hours. On my days off, I just kind of want to nap, clean the shit I have to clean, cook some food, fucking relax. I really like walking on the beach or walking in the woods. Like, not hiking. That's beyond the realm of my enthusiasm level, but walking. I like walking. Walking is nice. I do usually go for a run a couple times a week in the mornings. I've been neglecting it lately because I'm a lazy shit, and I realize that if I sleep, I can like sleep till half an hour before I have to get up if I skip that run, and that's like 2 extra hours of sleep. Because if not, then I gotta get up, I gotta get a cup of water, I gotta, stretch, do my yoga stretches, get my shoes on, find the sports bra that fits right, go out for a run, 15 minutes out, 15 minutes back, that's fucking half an hour. Fuck that noise. Man, I can sleep till half an hour before I have to get to work, before I have to leave the house to go to work, and I am totally golden. It's time for a shower, breakfast, pack my lunch, give the baby breakfast, get dressed. I like to put clothes on before I go to work. Fucking revolutionary, right? I lost my fucking spot, damn it. Favorite color of underwear / bra? Of the ones that I possess currently, I actually have a really cute pair of underpants that's like a pale pink with black lace and little tiny black bows on it. I love that. Favorite color of bra? I have a really bitchin' like black lace one. Again, it's really insanely comfortable. I wear it all the time. One of the straps is about to give out, and I'm really fucking upset about that. Lace, silk, or soft cotton? I assume you mean for undergarments. That's what I'm assuming, and I'm actually going to go with for underpants, neither, and none of the above. Excuse me, there was more than 2 options there. None of the above because I've been prone to wear girl boxers lately, and they're made out of some crazy like nylon stretchy material that's glorious. But it just like on a day when I'm gonna be just kind of like pampering myself, soft cotton. Lace is itchy. Silk doesn't breathe. I burped again. Jesus goddamn Christ. The steak is fighting back. I'm gonna have some heartburn here in a minute. Silk or soft cotton, because lace is itchy as fuck. Favorite intimate activity, and for examples, we've got bathing, undressing one another, etc. Bathing, actually. Bathing, probably. Like bath time bathing, like in the bathtub, not in the shower. Caramel or toffee? That's really hard. Both. No, if I have to pick only one, probably toffee, actually. And favorite fall activity? I love autumn is when I get like really active, like taking walks like out in the park and in nature and stuff because it's fucking beautiful. Number one. Number two, it's generally speaking fairly gloomy and melancholy, and that just strikes a goddamn chord within me. I need to move back to some place that actually has seasons because California is fucking killing me. Like there's no change in leaves, there's no snow, there's no spring, there's no summer. We have that time when it's damp and cooler than usual, and then we have that time when it's blazing fucking hot. Because I live in East County. There's no in between. It is damp and cooler than usual and blazing fucking hot. There are no seasons. It's terrible. yeah, I like taking walks. I like carving pumpkins. I really like snuggling with just like the blinds open on the window and like being on the couch with a cup of coffee and just like staring out into the world and thinking. I feel like autumn and winter are times when I spend like a lot of time daydreaming and I kind of retreat into myself, and I do really well creatively during those times. And it's not so much that I get, because I'm not depressed during those times, so it's not like an issue. I'm just very creative and very melancholy and just nostalgic, and I just really love autumn and winter. I don't really like spring or summer. I like the end of summer, verging on autumn, the change time. Anyways, wow. So yes, I feel like I have probably rambled enough here. I'm sure this video is hellaciously long. Oh wow, it's shorter than normal. That means that I probably missed somebody's questions. Let me see here. Just gonna kind of refresh a little bit, double check everything. Nope, that's it. I've got them all. That's it. That's everybody's questions. Thank you so much. Totally bitchin' questions. Fantastic. I love you guys, and I will continue doing these videos as long as you continue giving me the questions to do these videos. If you're ever bored of it or you feel like I should quit, just drop me a line. I'm not saying I will, because let's be serious here. I kind of live for thwarting people's expectations and ideals, but I'll contemplate it. We'll give it all the contemplation that it deserves. Yeah, no, still do have that giveaway coming up that I think you guys are going to be really fucking excited for. I'm just really slacking on my end. There's been a lot of work stress going on, a lot of home stress going on too. My apologies. Threads have been getting out late, and I understand that that's frustrating for people. I'm never ignoring you guys, and I hope that you realize that I am not ignoring you guys and that I love you. Just a lot of shit going down lately. Don't approve. Don't approve of this shit. It's disrupting my quiet life with coffee and replies and, porn and what have you. Alright. I love you all. Comme toujours, mes amis. Bonne nuit et bonne chance.